Hi, I'm back with Alex Russo, who earned a certificate for completing the full supply chain analytics professional program with Georgia Tech. Yeah, great job, of course. Yeah, Alex, thanks for joining me again to discuss a bit more on your experience with this program.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. Really appreciate the feedback too.
Yeah, so last time we talked about a bit about your experience, also talked about maybe struggles people can have with getting into the field of data analytics, might be scared or not. Today, I would like to discuss a bit more on um, uh, again your experience, but mainly focus on how have you been able also to apply it in your job. Yeah, do you have different examples to share? Just curious to your experience.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for me, and I think I kind of alluded to it before, is I'm really big on the why behind we do things. So looking at something like analytics, I'm not just reporting the report. I'm reporting, let's take like a case fill metric. Um, I'm reporting on that to see, okay, what's the level of service that I'm providing to my customers, right? That's the whole reason behind it. So that's a pretty basic metric that most people use, but it kind of shows again the why behind you're using analytics. So I think that's been one of the biggest takeaways for me is using data, to make decisions, right? So if I'm looking at forecast accuracy, I can see, okay, what's going on in the business, pulling that information, pulling that data to make a better decision on forecasting, let's say. So I think that's the biggest thing for me right now is it's enabled me to make better decisions, more informed decisions. I can pull insights into my, customer, trends. I can pull insights into production trends. I can see where my inventory is at. I can see how all those things mesh together.
Yep.
So it's allowed me to make better decisions, more timely decisions, and just the automation piece too. As you get further and further along, and as problems and situations become more complex, and you have to make more decisions, you lose more time in the day, right? So that's kind of the
Yep.
easiest thing with analytics is it's automating processes. And then again, I know I've probably said it about 5 times, but it's those informed, timely decisions. That's really what it's all about, and that's what the analytics is there to support you on.
Yeah, that's a great collection of examples. I think you're able to share with how you're applying it. So that's really great to hear, of course. Um, with that being said, would you recommend it to colleagues of yours?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, I think it's analytics is not something that people should kind of have this stigma around of, it's just, wow, you've got to be, this data scientist that can write, pages and pages of code to be a data analyst. What you really have to do is have, an inquisitive kind of analytical mind and just change the way that you're thinking about things, right? So I would absolutely recommend it. I think that if you're already like that, it enhances it. And I think that if you're not so much, it can kind of change the way that you're thinking. So it gives you the tools to kind of say, okay, here's how I'm looking at things now. If I take it from more of an analytics, data-driven approach, I can look at my situation a different light. And then obviously just the technical skills, so developing some of those technical skills to build up in your organization, whether it's, systems that you already have in place now, developing new systems, or if you're going out and you're in a position where, let's say forecasting, you're procuring a new forecasting service. It's something like that could be really helpful. You're procuring a new planning service, a new optimization service.
Yeah,
You don't have to know how to build the code, but if you know what to look for, a course like this can really help you there.
great. Yeah, no. Yeah, that were all the questions I have, and really appreciate all the information you shared about this. I think that's very helpful for other people looking into maybe joining some program like this. So yeah, it was great talking to you again, and then thanks for all the information you shared.
Yeah, no, thank you. I really appreciate you having me on.